What is up, people? What's going on? Get my cereal bowl out of the shot. What are you doing? Hope everybody had a fantastic Thanksgiving. I had a sober Thanksgiving. Well, not sober as far as not drinking any alcohol. This is the first time, I think, maybe in, I don't know, I've been smoking weed probably since, I don't know, 8th grade, 9th grade. Wednesday before Thanksgiving, not smoking weed. First time ever in my life. You might as well just say ever, because you could just obviously assume I wasn't smoking weed at birth, even though some may say I have been, or my parents might have. But my parents weren't. They were doing other things. Now, actually, my parents were kind of the good people. Off the subject one more time. What I'm trying to say is I'm trying not to smoke the Buddha till at least New Year's, just to see how my brain operates. Speaking of brain operating, I woke up this morning and I saw the NASDAQ futures and the futures gap down, and it was just funny to me. Funny, it should be funny to you at this point. They're coming up with reasons to try to make the market go down. You're not going to fall for that manipulation, are you? You're not going to fall for that bullshit. You're not going to fall for the Tesla market. I'm referring to everything as Tesla now. Tesla, if I haven't hated the stock market already, and I do. Oh boy, I do. Every day deciding whether or not I could find something else to do. 90% of the reason I'm doing this is because I want to be friends with all of you guys out there and make something out of this. A TV show, whatever the case, just to bring the downfall of Cramer and all the other talking heads that we don't enjoy. I want to be your talking head. But I digress. We're talking about Tesla, TSLA. I haven't looked at the stock in a while, okay? Remember that day when I was talking about reversals and whatnot, and I had bought TSLA, and it was green, it was red for the day, and I bought it at 19, and then it hit 19, and then decided to drop to 1780 bid. They opened the spread up like by a point. I didn't know what the hell to do. I took a smoking that day, and I said, okay, I'm never trading the stock ever again. Manipulated piece of garbage company. I hope it goes to zero. But now that I've taken this beat down on my 3,000 shares in 5 minutes, I'm going to just throw it into the category of never looking at it again. And what does that mean to you? That means buy it at 19. It'll probably be 30 by the end of the year. I know, it's hard to rationalize what I say sometimes on these videos, how you gotta buy stocks when I tell you to buy them, and then I tell you that I own something and it's going up, and it doesn't make any sense because I'm telling you to do the opposite. That's why, if you come to the chat room, I give it to you as straight as humanly possible, telling you what I'm doing, what I'm exiting, what I'm entering, what I'm holding. You get a better idea, like the Limelight. I told you, I don't give a shit what this stock does. I'm not selling it till it breaks $5.95 or goes to $12. And you know, on the dips, I'm buying stocks. Because you know what? Dip buying works. That's why this money, when this market opened up down today, yay, stay there. Oh, he wants to dance. We've been getting all the new dance tracks out. There's so many great tracks out right now. It's phenomenal. And I'm being hit by calling it tracks, not songs. Because, you know, you can't call things albums anymore because we're not talking about vinyl anymore. I'm like an old dude when I say, that's a great album. Did he even call anything an album anymore? Let's go back to Tesla. Tesla, okay, is a worthless company, like the rhinos, like all those other manipulated stocks. But Tesla represents something that what makes me hate the market so much. Tesla is a story, it's almost a penny stock. It's built on hype, built on smoking the hopium, and manipulating it and putting it into the hands of the unsuspecting public. Building it on this hype that the electric car and this green energy movement is going to take over and that people are going to want to buy these cars. No one's buying the cars. They're never going to make any money. I say never, but obviously I could be completely wrong about this. The thing is, it's not where you want to put your money. But at the same time, I was also saying how it's probably going to get manipulated up to $30, so then the guys that did the IPO and the underwriters and the investment bankers can make some money on it. And here we have the stock at $35. Really? Really? A worthless company? And part of the reason that it's going to go up now, probably for extended period of time, is that there's people like me, rational people. And what did I teach you about in the last couple of years? Rational people do not make money in the stock market. Why did we make money after that September rally? Because rational thought said, oh, October is usually bad. We're probably going to give back what we did in September. Because September is normally bad. October is not as bad as September. So October will be another blowout month because rational thought says it won't be. Oh, is that how I put it all together? Sure, that's what I was thinking. Here's the thing about everybody. Oh, and also this is going out to the chat room, guys. Don't ban anybody from the chat room unless I'm there, okay? Unless someone's coming in and, you know, doing some crazy stuff, run it by me before we ban people from the chat room. I mean, I get banned from chat rooms, and I love this one from the stock, I don't know what they call them, so stock hideout, not stock hideout, their subsidiary, their pseudo chat room where they talk about normal stocks. I got banned from there as I was told that I talked badly about the Lord. The Lord. If someone's talking poorly about the Lord, it definitely wasn't me. I believe that there is a spiritual being controlling all of this. I don't know whether it be the Lord, your Buddha, your Messiah, your Christ, whatever the case. Bad-mouthing the Lord and making fun at other people's expense. That's why I was banned from the chat room. My videos make fun of God, and I make fun of people at other people's expense. He specifically said he doesn't like Max the Retard because I'm making fun of retards. See, as much as I'm making fun of the retards, I'm also stating a fact that someone with the mental capacity under 100, which officially, as I'm using, this is just, what am I doing with this? This has become some thing today. Under a certain amount of IQ deems you retarded. That is a technical term. Maybe it's not politically correct nowadays, mentally challenged, whatever the case. But my point is, those are the people that will make money in a market that doesn't make any sense. You need to be mentally challenged to therefore make money. And let's talk about your chat room. And let's talk about you. So this is going to you. And I don't even know you guys well enough to make fun of you. But I thought you had about 400 people in your chat room now. And you're down to about 30. So kudos to you. That must be really working out for you. I hope you figured out how to monetize all that stuff and have a lot of fun and sit there and pat yourselves in the back thinking you know what you're talking about. I came in there, about, I don't know, 15 days ago, told you to buy Broadcom, and I had a couple of friends in the chat and we were all talking about Broadcom, and this was right after the earnings report, and how I was saying it's probably going to hit 45 before the month's up, and you guys wanted reasonings. Like I'm the CEO of the company. You wanted reasonings about EBITDA, and you wanted to talk about fundamentals. First of all, if you're talking about fundamentals in the chat room about day trading, you guys have absolutely no idea what you're talking about, and you never will. Let's talk about fundamentals. If you're in a chat room and you want to be actively trading, you don't care about fundamentals. Just call yourselves We Like to Invest.com. You can talk about fundamentals all you want, where you think your stock's going to be 3, 5, 10 years from now. Because you know what? Monday morning, when the Koreans start a nuclear war and Pakistan and India start fighting and World War III is out there, your fundamentals don't mean shit. You got to be nimble. You got to be out, in, doing things, moving, shaking. Boom. 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 Fundamentals don't mean shit. Talk to the people over at Rhino. Talk to the people at 90% of the stocks that you can't understand when they report good numbers why the stock went down. And then when you got a Tesla goes up 70%. There's an article written about Tesla, how all this negative stuff and all the things that are wrong with Tesla. On October 13th, the article came out. And since October 13th, the stock is up, I don't know, it was a $20 stock on October 13th, and now it's a $35 stock, so 15 points on the $20 stock. I don't know, do the math. Not a bad investment because the company didn't lose as much money as people thought they would lose. I love that style of investing. Well, they don't suck as badly as we thought they did. So let's run the stock up 50%, 65%, whatever. Makes all the sense in the world. And you know what? Another thing about Netflix, as much as I am all for streaming media, because Limelight is my favorite stock right now, I've given up on Akamai. I might as well... I think Limelight, and as when I was a broker, when we used to pitch these $2 stocks, $3 stocks, we would say to the Mr. Jones, listen, We got a stock here that has potential to be the next Microsoft, has the new cure for cancer. And at $2 a share, wouldn't you rather buy a stock at $2, which has a greater chance of going to $4 and making 100% on your money, than a $20 stock has to go to $40? Don't you agree, Mr. Jones? A $2 stock, all it has to do is go up 2 points to get up 100% on your money. But a $20 stock, it's got to go up 20 points to double your money. At first glance of that conversation, it sounds, yeah, you're making sense. You're making sense. But you know what? The $2 stock's not even worth $2 usually. And for that stock to double, it's got to do some extraordinary things. Usually the float. You're not talking about the float. The $20 stock could be worth $40 in a heartbeat if it's a legitimate company. Whatever. Getting really way off track. Bottom line. The end result. Sorry. The end result was this morning's gap down was a buy. Then when the Qs hit 53, they were a sell. Why? Because I figured with weekly expirations, now that we have stocks that trade weekly expirations, today's an expiration date. So they were going to want to pin those Qs at 53 for max pain, for everybody to get either lose or win, whatever the case is. I figured they'd be pinned at 53. That was the trade. Boom, you're done. Done. Now you don't care what happens Monday. Also, I think people are starting to realize that the market doesn't go down. It's starting to dawn on some people, huh? What is going to happen is Monday, no matter what happened this week, Monday is notoriously a gap up day, regardless of Black Friday and holiday weekends, blah, blah, blah. Monday's always a good day. So why not just get ahead of that, buy this gap down, because you got so many positives in your favor. Even if the market actually wound up going down today, which it may not, it's 11 o'clock, we're still down 9 points on the NASDAQ. Even if it does end up down, there's a good chance we're just going to gap up on Monday and run whole for the rest of the year. Or we were just going to just make up the gap down this afternoon at 1 o'clock when we close. So you got a win-win position, situation, thing. So now let's talk about Limelight Networks, LLNW, LL. Oh, you know what? I should start busting out my old... Now I'm not as excited about the LLNW. Percentage-wise, it pulled back a lot. I was hoping to see it close at 7.25. It's 7.11 right now. But here's the story. The Limelight Networks is a good company. I like the idea of streaming media. Obviously, it's Akamai's illegitimate little brother. Okay, Limelight was supposed to eat Akamai up back in the day when Goldman Sachs brought it public. It was this big hyped up IPO. Then you got your F5s, you got your other companies that do what Akamai does, and all along the lines. There's so much media and so many things that want to be streamed. Netflix doing movies. Everybody, you want to watch me? You got to buffer this shit. Buffer this shit. Limelight, Akamai, these are the companies. Savvis. Internap, they help the buffering go away, and there's more and more people getting on the internet. As they like to say, we're only in the third inning of the internet revolution in America. Might be in the second, we might be even in the first inning. We might be having a 6-run inning now, and the innings just keep on going. What do you think, the internet's a fad? So Limelight, the reason I'm still in the stock is because I put a stop on it. I believe it's going to be a profitable stock next year, as long as it doesn't break. And I didn't put my stop in at 6 like an idiot, because a lot of times I'll stop a stock at 6, get those stops out, and I'll run the stock back up. I put my stop in this time at 598, 596, and 594. I'm out thinking the Matrix now. All right. But irregardless of whatever the hell's happening today, tomorrow, the next day, have a good weekend. And let's make December our entire goddamn year. And yeah, I know you're all hating on me because of the dry ships, but listen, the situation with the dry ships, I was taking profit from the $455 move and just took, 30% of that money and put it on $758. So we were playing with house money, okay? If you were coming into a stock that had just run from $4 to $550, it's a whole different thing. What did I just say? I don't know. All right, 15 minutes goes by. I could say 15 minutes of worthless bullshit that doesn't mean anything. All I know is, let's keep hitthebid.com going. Tell your friends, because we're the only people that speak the truth. It's Limelight's dissolving back to 7 right now. All right.
I would much prefer Krull.